Oh, it's already in progress?
Oh shit.
Holy smokes. Let me get ready here. Then let me get my little notebook. Welcome to Tough Questions Podcast, Zoom edition again.
We're zooming, baby.
We're zooming again because I'm busy and married.
Oh, yes. Jeff is married.
That's
Mm-hmm.
right. Congratulations, Jeff.
Oh, thank you. Thank you. There's my little. Woo.
Woo, look at that.
Yeah, it's a
Thanks.
rose gold.
Oh, you couldn't afford regular gold, huh?
Rose gold is just, it's the same thing.
Oh,
It's a pinkish gold.
I don't know
And I
anything
like it.
about rings, but I'm happy for you, buddy.
Wait, what'd you say?
I don't know anything about rings, but I'm happy for you.
Oh yeah, it's a pinkish gold that blends in with my skin. It's a flesh colored ring.
Oh, very nice. Very
So I can
modern.
go
Sort of a nude ring.
That's right. I can go undercover and still pick up chicks.
that's right. Yeah.
They can't see it.
The thing that was stopping them was seeing Jeff's ring.
Yeah. Now that it's invisible, they're all over me.
Oh, my
Well, I'm excited
Lord.
that your married life is off to a great start.
Oh yeah, I've only cheated 3 times. Anyways, welcome to Tough Questions, Kendall. You asked what he needed to bring. I just want your honesty. Just answer some of my questions.
My
Mm-hmm.
famous Kendall candor.
That's right. Yeah, just your classic back and forth. And then I'm gonna score you on how you did, and how well I
Okay,
think.
great. I
Mhm.
love feedback like that.
Yeah, I will score you on how honest I think you were or how interesting your answers were. It's an overall. And then
Okay.
if you did a bad job and you're boring, below a 5, no plugs for you.
Oh God.
Yeah. And then above though, you get to do your plugs. You can tell people stuff. All the good things. Tim,
What
what are
a
you doing on
treat.
your phone there?
I'm texting my friend Andrew about which Delta lounge to go to because he's has a layover in New York for 2.5 hours.
Win right now.
Well, I'm trying to help him out. Yeah, he's my best
He's
friend.
he's here right now.
He's in New York right now trying to figure out which Delta lounge to go to in JFK.
Currently.
Right, yeah.
So you have to tell him right now.
Well, I'm a connoisseur of lounges at the airport, my man.
In the middle of a scheduled podcast
Well, it's the
with
beginning.
Kendall
It's the
Farrell,
beginning of the pod.
that you are now just texting a friend.
Well,
What
he's my
lounge
best
you-
friend. He's my best friend.
I feel like now we got to know what lounge you told him to go to.
Well, he's in the Delta Lounge. I was telling him to go to the Centurion Lounge, but then he said it's pretty good here, so he's going to stay, I think.
Oh, so
Oh,
you didn't
no.
need to talk to him at all.
Well, the word need is getting thrown around a lot. I wanted to help my friend.
Interesting. Okay. Well, moving on. First question I gotta ask. We're all wondering, Kendall, why didn't you do Tim's podcast?
Yeah, why didn't you show up to the pod on Monday, Kendall? What the fuck?
I honestly completely forgot to put it in my calendar and then was already out.
Oh, jeez.
So that was my bad. And then I didn't text you back because I was embarrassed.
Oh, okay. Well, as
And
long as
I
you didn't
saw
text back because you
and
were
then I saw
embarrassed.
this invitation from you today, and I was like, "Oh shit, fucking busted."
Damn.
Okay. So
And
it
it's
was
not
Not
me you
you who
got to
I'm
worry
mostly
about.
afraid of. It's Micah who I'm much more afraid of. I
Yeah,
think
Micah's the one you gotta. Micah holds a grudge. I hold a grudge in a very Irish way, where I'll never bring it up. But Micah, oh, she'll get mad at you.
so
I'm
Mike
sure.
is
I'm sure
fuming.
I've got an earful coming. I'm gonna have to come up with some sort of
But
earful
Kendall, you
excuse.
missed out on a crisp $20 Venmo. We would have Venmoed you $20 for coming over.
Well, I'll pay you $20 for your time, for your for your inconvenience.
Well,
I'll send you
all
20
right.
and I'll send Micah 40.
Oh wow, that might actually
Yeah,
fix things, to be honest.
that's what Tinder
Okay.
does. You get an
Forgot
extra
to put
20
in calendar. And then fear, overall fear.
Fear of admitting that I fucked up.
Okay. Fear. All right. Something to note there, Tim. Maybe you want to pass that along to Micah.
That she's terrifying.
Yeah, that she strikes fear into people to where
Well,
they will not.
that'll just blow her head up. She'll be like, I strike that much fear into grown men. I'll be like, Micah, chill.
I
Man,
guess so.
While I'm shaking in my boots.
she's like a full 2 feet shorter than me, but I would run from her.
Mm-hmm.
I'm talking to Jeff and Kendall. Jeff asked Kendall why he didn't show up, Micah.
No, you're telling on me now, you bastard. How did you do this to me?
Oh, it's happening
You trapped
live.
her and she lives with you now.
Yeah. I'm like, it's so sick that what I've done with my life.
Yeah, you really have. You're kind of like a bed bug.
That's true.
All right. So afraid of Micah, sad to hear, but that's that's the truth. So I like that honesty.
I both love and fear Micah.
Yes.
Don't we all?
She's like a true dictator, like a Kim Jong-un.
Next question here, Kendall. You got this one here. Why the long hair? And will you ever cut it in the near future?
Honestly, I started having long hair because I feel like I have kind of a cone head. Honestly, it comes to like a pretty fine point in the back.
Does it?
Yeah, it's sharp. You could probably cut glass with it if you needed to.
Sharp head.
I'll have to cut the hair as soon as my hairline keeps going back any further. I'll probably have to chop it off soon.
Is it on the move? It looks pretty good.
Thank you. I think I'm losing a little bit on the side.
Yeah.
Why am I pointing this out to people though if they don't notice?
That is starting to run?
Yeah. Do you guys have any physical flaws you'd like to bring up?
Me? No.
No.
Yeah, look at
no
that.
flaws at all.
Behind
I'm
the
actually
ear.
skinny and have a six-pack as well.
Yeah.
So you grew it out long because you got a cone head, huh?
Yeah, I also just kind of like I like to I have like pretty mangled with ADHD, so I find like toying with it like kind of helps me focus sometimes.
Oh, it's like your fidget spinner. Okay.
Yeah, it's like a little fidget spinner on my head.
Fidget spin head, and then you'll probably cut it in the future once it's gonna when it runs on you.
Yeah, if it starts to go gray, I feel like when I see a man with long gray hair, I just feel like bad for him. He always looks like some sort of like like something out of a Harry Potter book, and that's not what I'm trying to be known for. So yeah, cut it off. I mean, maybe I'll get your cut, Jeff.
Oh yeah, get the Jeff going.
Yeah.
Yeah. I got a long ponytail back here though.
Old Jeff Sheen. Oh yeah.
Jeff, you got a long ponytail?
Yeah, I got a super long tail back here.
It's called a rat tail, not a ponytail, but that's really cool.
So you don't like a man with long gray hair?
Yeah, don't you feel like they look so much older than if they had short hair? Like George Clooney looks good even though he has gray hair, but if you see like a biker with like long gray hair swept back into a ponytail, like he looks like 20 years older than he actually is.
Well, what about I got a example. What about Sam Elliott in Roadhouse? He's got long gray hair and he looks hot as hell.
I know who Sam Elliott is, but I've not seen Roadhouse.
Oh,
yeah, me
man.
neither. I haven't. He's got long gray hair.
Yeah, sound off in the comments if you agree with me.
I'm gonna look him up.
Yeah, I just feel like it ages you beyond your years than to just have like a. Also, I don't know. I just feel like it's like a delay. You can't have long hair as a man forever,
Oh, he looks pretty good there.
Dumbledore.
Yeah, Dumbledore.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm jealous of your hair, to be quite honest, and I don't know why Jeff is even asking about it.
Have you ever had long hair, either one of you? Okay.
I've had long. I used to have hair down to my shoulders.
Yeah.
No, you did not.
I did.
No shit.
In high school, I did.
When did you cut it?
Oh, my mom cut it before senior pictures, and it didn't look very good. And then I just kind of went back to short hair. What I want to do is balding guy into ponytail.
See, yeah, I wouldn't recommend that for you.
Where it's like 7 strands on like a bald head.
Yeah, if you want to keep Micah around, I'd probably avoid that as a strategy.
She's in no matter what. If I go balding guy into ponytail, she'll stick around, I'm pretty sure.
God, what kind of horrible dirt do you have on Micah? Like
she just doesn't want to try to find anyone else.
She's stuck with the Jimster.
Yeah.
So do you have any pictures of you with shoulder length hair, Tim?
Yeah, that my mom has them.
Get those and send one to me. I need to see this.
No.
Come on, let me see it.
You can't bring it up and then hide it away, Tim. You either
no.
Yeah, you have to say, I need to see this.
Kendall, it's not a hide it away thing from Jeff. I just don't know what he's going to do with the picture.
Crank off to
That's
it.
why you're hiding.
Let me see it. Did you? I feel like you look like one of those Russian dolls. You know, they're all just kind of that, like your hair just went into your shoulders, and then you were all one shape.
Yeah, like a stacking doll.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like one of those.
Well, I could probably stack my old self inside of myself now.
I got to see this, and I would love to see that. All right, let's see here. Moving on. Next question, Kendall. What? You're home, so this may work out a little bit. You're back in Vermont.
That's
what
right.
about your brother's hustle? Do you respect the most, and what do you respect the least? I know your brother is a hustler of sorts. He's an entrepreneur.
He definitely makes a lot of money. I would say that he works for about like he gets up at like 5 in the morning to like do push-ups and like eat weird things and stuff. But then he works for about until like 11. And then that's the end of his day.
He's done at 11 a.m.
He likes to go out for lunch. I don't see him doing much work in the afternoon unless he has like a meeting.
Dang, he figured it out.
Yeah, he's okay. What do
you respect most and what do you respect least?
His hustle.
He's got to hustle.
I respect that he's like managed to set up a situation where he makes a lot of money but doesn't have to work very hard.
Okay. All right.
Yeah, it's hard to go back to work. It's hard to go back to work after you've had post-lunch clarity.
Yeah, I mean, he goes play basketball. I think he's on some sort of league in Miami or something like that.
Dang.
Yeah, I would say he gets in like a solid 2 to 3 hours of work. I remember one time he came to me and he was like bragging about how much money he had made that year when I made like probably like $10,000 or something like that. He was like, look at how much I made. And I was like, wow, I'm proud of you. And after literally dozens of hours of work. He thought that was pretty funny. He's got like a good sense of humor about his lack of hard work.
Dang, look at that.
So he's moved to Miami. I feel like moving to Miami is really, really where you ladder up in the hustling and entrepreneurship.
Actually, I think it's where young entrepreneurs go to retire, basically.
Oh.
I don't think Miami, I don't think he didn't like living in New York very much because I think New York has like a much faster pace. You're expected to work a lot harder.
Mm-hmm.
Miami's like pretty laid back. I mean, it's, I don't think of Miami as like a city of like hardworking tech bros.
I'm not thinking of tech bros. I'm thinking of like Pitbull, guys with big watches wearing open shirts blowing in the wind.
Like an Invictus.
Those guys as like known for their hard work?
No, but I think they talk about how they're entrepreneurs and how they're working hard at their hustle.
Yeah, it's like a city of bluster and sunshine.
and your brother is thriving in a city of bluster and sunshine.
Yeah, I don't want to shit on Miami, but it's too hot for me down there. It's basically unlivable half of the year.
It's hot as hell, and everyone's wearing Invictus watches. So makes money, doesn't work hard. What do you respect least about his hustle? Doesn't work hard enough.
Oh, haven't I already said enough about things I don't respect about him? Yeah, I guess I would just say that like he I don't know. I don't want to shit too much on my little brother. I feel like
all right. Doesn't work hard enough. A lazy bum. Kendall can't stand him. All right.
I guess like I would call him like a braggart kind of, like he's definitely like proud of himself. He likes to have bling and nice things, and he likes to talk about himself until you stop him.
Oh yeah,
absolutely. Have you ever been trapped in a conversation with him?
No, I have not.
Oh,
I think I have, but I've been so drunk that I didn't notice.
If you want to have a conversation that's so long, you'll be begging for death by the end of it. Ask him what he likes about his white Tesla.
Oh, wow.
Nice. See, a white Tesla. That's
white
Miami
Tesla
shit.
Talks about himself, blinged out. He's a perfect Miami guy.
Yeah, he's a good Miami guy.
Really?
Kendall, take notes. I think you can learn a thing or two.
Yeah.
Maybe,
I bet he's not afraid of Micah.
I don't know.
I don't think he thinks enough to be afraid of anything. I don't think
That's right. You're thinking too
he's
much.
unconcerned. Riley doesn't like he doesn't stay up late at night worrying about anything. He sleeps like a fucking rock.
That's
Well, he's got to
right.
get up at 5 and eat his weird food and do his
Yeah.
push-ups.
Yeah, and be done
I
at
know.
my work at 11 a.m. That's
You
the
know, it's so
life.
different that way. Like I can't fall asleep for hours a night. I'm just like tortured by every mistake I've ever made.
Oh
flashing in my eyes.
no.
Riley just lays down at night and within like 2 minutes just powers down like a robot.
Take a page.
Like a robot.
He knows what he's doing. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
That's
yeah.
sick.
He wins.
Yeah, the dude's got it figured out.
No, he's happy.
I had to work all night last night till like 6 a.m. I didn't get home until 8 a.m. this morning, and it still took me almost 2 hours to get to sleep.
Oh no. You two are
Yeah,
tortured by demons.
I was up for 26 hours, my boys.
Oh,
Oh my God.
no. Get a white Tesla and relax.
And you're gonna keep getting electrocuted if you don't get
Let's see here. Let's do this one. Kendall, what's the best Disney film in your opinion?
Oh, wow.
Oh, wow.
In your opinion. We all have our own. We all have
opinion.
our opinions.
I'd probably say Mulan is.
I was gonna say
favorite.
Mulan.
You're both
Yeah, I like
wrong.
Mulan.
Yes.
It's
Let's
not Mulan. It's the
down to
Great Mouse
business.
Detective.
No way. Let's get down to business. Is like the best song. The
The
Huns. Oh wow, Mulan! He just knocked it out of the park. Plus points.
Yeah, I love Mulan. My cousins and I all used to watch that ad nauseum when we were kids, over and over and over again.
Oh yeah.
Finding
Be
Nemo.
a
Is
man.
Finding Nemo Disney?
What's up?
Finding
Finding
Nemo is
Nemo
Pixar Disney, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. I like that one.
Nemo can be in the second.
Yeah.
All right. Mulan is right. And what did you say? The Great Mouse Detective, Tim?
The Great Mouse Detective, it's the Disney's take on Sherlock Holmes. It's great.
Is that the one?
Where it's a mouse that is Sherlock Holmes. Yeah.
And then wasn't there one where they go to Australia? The mice go to
That's the
Australia?
adventures. That's the Adventures Down Under or whatever.
Oh.
I think they have two of those. I think one they go to Australia and one they're just at regular adventuring. And then Fievel went west, of course. Let's never forget.
Of course. I love the Australia one. Beautiful music. All right.
Yes.
Kendall, what's the worst breakup you've had? And why did it happen?
You know, I haven't really had very many serious relationships.
Oh, what the heck?
Yeah, I guess like I've definitely been like dumped by like guys who I didn't even know it was possible for them to dump me.
Oh no, you're getting dumped by losers.
I know. Maybe this would be a hot take, but I would prefer to be ghosted. Like if this guy had just never texted me again, I would have not noticed. But then he sent me, like long list of reasons why he didn't want to see me again. And I was like, all right.
What were some of the reasons?
I would have to, my phone's charging. I would have to look through it, but it's been like a couple of years, honestly, but it happened twice with two different guys and it really irritated me both times. They were just like, you're a really nice guy. I just don't see this going anywhere. I was like, I didn't even know that you had the power to break up with me, honestly.
Wow.
You were never dating. Like I wasn't aware. So I was kind of like, those were hurtful because I was blindsided by them.
Sure. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. That sounds like something I would do.
Yeah. Some woman has like 4 boyfriends. Yeah. Jeff texts her. She's like, what the fuck is this bullshit?
I know. If you're in like a committed relationship with somebody, like don't ghost them. But if it's like a casual thing, then you don't need to like give somebody like a list of new insecurities on your way out.
Right.
You got a list from some losers. Oh man.
That's the thing. That's why I heard. I didn't have a problem. I thought they were nice guys. That's why I was having sex with them. I certainly didn't have like a list of issues with them. I wasn't in love with them or anything, but
this won't work. You smell funny.
Definitely, I would give them the advice going forward that like, unless the person is asking you, texting you like, hey, where'd you go? Like, what's up? That never happened on either one of these occasions. And I just get like an out of the blue, like I They always offer to be friends too, and I'm like, we were never friends. Like,
Yeah,
I
this
don't want to
didn't
go
start
back.
as a friendship.
Yeah, I would rather go back to being like a stranger to you than become friends with somebody who's
Yeah.
like sexually rejected me in such a humiliating way.
Brutal. All right.
Brutal.
So you never had like any big serious relationships?
No, I get skittish about commitment,
Oh
honestly.
no.
I think that
Oh
was probably some of the issues that they were
yeah,
having.
yeah, I bet. Yeah, they're like, you're too skittish.
Too skittish, yeah.
Oh boy. Wait, is your
I'll
brother
be
in a
like
relationship?
obsessed with somebody, and then it seems like he starts to like me, and then I'll be like, "Oh, you're not who I thought you were. You have like poor judgment."
Oh, you're one of those.
I thought
Yes,
you were smart and you'd keep,
Yeah.
an arm's length. And
I guess it's both.
Yeah, as soon as somebody starts to like you, you're like, oh, who would like
Oh,
me?
yeah,
yeah, it's like
Oh,
I feel like when somebody starts to like you, it's like watching a person eat dog food or something.
oh no, I'm gonna parentheses low self-esteem.
oh yeah.
Oh my God.
Yeah, that's a
I think
bummer
I should
there.
be laying down for a portion of this.
Yeah, you hate to hear it,
This is the therapeutic part.
Yeah, you can't love yourself. All right.
That's not what I said.
No. We heard it.
Yeah, that's what we heard.
You need to
Yeah,
love yourself before you can allow others to love you, Kendall.
that's right. Yeah.
All right, Dolly Tim.
Yeah. You're welcome with this. Yeah. I like it. Is your brother in a relationship or anything like
He
that?
just got engaged.
He just got engaged?
Yes.
The man's got it going on.
He's got it going on. He got engaged to this French Canadian gal.
French Canadian, they're the worst kind.
Oh.
She seems nice. I don't.
That's good. That's good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Kendall, you gotta take a page out of this little bro's book.
Well, he met her because she was traveling the country in a van, and I don't see that as my path. So I don't see that as a path towards love for me personally.
You're not gonna find you're gonna love a van person?
I'm probably not. You're not going to see me living in a van or dating somebody who does, unless they're like is spectacularly hot.
Yes, that you gotta be hot.
You would have to be pretty hot to be living in a van.
Fingers crossed, Tim.
Wrong with that? I need a bed and a shower every morning. I like to live in more comfort than that.
Oh,
if you're expecting me to like go on trips with you in your van, it ain't happening.
Do they go on trips in the van and sleep in the van?
Yeah.
Yeah, of course. That's hustler lifestyle.
No, Jeff, that's not part of a hustler lifestyle.
He's got plenty of money for hotels, but I guess they just prefer the van, which
See, I hope in 1 year from now we see Kendall with just a gorgeous piece. And a nice van.
He's got a gorgeous piece on his arm. They're living in the woods.
Living in the woods,
living in a tent in the woods. Hottest guy you've ever seen.
I know. Riley's always trying to he's always talking about how he's gonna do you know what homesteading is?
I know what homesteading is.
Is that where you build your own house?
Where you have to drill your own well and you're living without electricity.
There's this Discovery Channel show on.
Yeah. He thinks that sounds fun. I think it sounds more fun in theory. I like to camp. I'll go on a nice camping trip for a weekend. Mm-hmm. But after about day 3, I am ready for a hot shower.
Yeah.
I'd rather have a horse step on my balls every day of my life than do that.
You don't like camping?
No, I don't want to camp. What am I? I'll go camping if I'm I want to be by water though. I want to be by a river so I can play around in the river.
Sure, I didn't say
you could do that.
Do it away from water.
I don't like the bugs, and I don't like. I just don't.
You could homestead by a river.
It's I feel like most campsites aren't just in the middle of a barren patch of woods.
Tivoli desert camps.
Is some sort of source of fresh water nearby.
Listen, shut up. I'm sleep deprived. I don't know what I'm saying.
Yeah, you don't know what a river is?
I'm only being stupid because I don't know. This is not how I normally am.
Joe Biden after that first debate.
Tim's laws.
Didn't get enough sleep.
Yeah.
Traveling a lot.
I got to go to bed earlier for the debate.
I like building a fire.
Yeah, build a fire.
Oh yeah, that's the best part of camping is making fires and playing with them.
But I always want to camp where you're away from everybody. But everybody always camps like in these campsites that are like next to other people.
Yeah, you got to find like a good campground and go, not on a holiday weekend.
Yeah. I want to be like alone.
Yeah, well, that's why you homestead.
Oh yes, that's right. I'm sorry. You know what?
You own all the property around there.
I'm a dang idiot.
Yeah. Yeah, so you got to homestead.
Ready to be alone because Micah's hitting him.
Yeah.
Yeah, they can't. I don't want him to hear
go
me,
into the
my
woods
cries.
And let his bruises heal.
Yeah.
We hear him through the tent screaming and crying.
My little tiny bruises. People are like, was someone throwing quarters at you?
All right. Let's see here. All right, Kendall, what's something about the gay community that you just can't stand? What's driving you up the wall?
I got a list. Let's see if any of yours land on mine.
I guess like there's not really anything like I like the gay community.
There's nothing that you're like, oh boy, here we go.
Well, I don't want to get like excommunicated from my own community.
Oh.
I don't want to be like set adrift or like pushed out onto Lake Michigan or something.
The gay community sends Kendall a text with a big long list.
I guess like the body standards for gay men are like pretty hard to maintain.
Oh, what the hell? After that thing where you need a hot guy to live in a van?
I know. I'm a part. I'm a part of the problem. I didn't say he had to be. I didn't say how he was going to be hot. He could be hot in a non-conventional way, but that is
unbelievable.
Yeah, no. I want him to be hot, but I just don't want to have to be hot all the time.
Oh, of course.
I'll be hot for like a couple months, like every couple of years.
The high body standards.
Yeah, I guess. Like, what else? I mean,
they do seem like they're very high.
Yeah, you're definitely like
every photo I see on Instagram, I'm like, good Lord.
I remember
it's gotta take hours.
Instagram algorithm, Jeff.
I remember former Chicago comedian Cody Melcher went to Roscoe's in Chicago, and a guy working the door told him he was too fat and too old to come into the bar.
Oh, damn.
Yeah. See, so that's not even like, I would say that on a brutality scale of things that gay men say to each other, I would rate that like a 3 or a 4.
Oh, really? Because he said he cried and thought about unaliving himself.
Oh, no.
What a bitch.
I know. That's what I said. I said, shut up, bitch. And I kicked him into the gutter.
Yeah. Was this the straight guy who had that said to him?
No.
It was a gay man?
He was a gay man.
Oh, then yeah. I mean, that's a horrible thing to have said to you. You just you just can't like, obviously, whenever like I hear about something like that happen, you always just wonder like, what happened like in the rest of that person's day that they felt like they needed to say that to someone else, you know?
I would love saying that type of shit.
I feel like Jeff got married just to beat the rumors at this point.
Yeah.
No, put me at the door of a gay club.
Yeah. Oh my God.
Nope. Oh yeah.
Jeff's wearing a bodysuit, like a Mateo Lane bodysuit, so he looks hot enough to do this.
Too flubby.
Yeah, I don't know. I can't really think of like anything else other than that. That's
other than
I love
aggressive body shaming.
Yeah, I mean, I feel like it has gotten better, but definitely like I feel like our community is like aware of it. Like change doesn't come overnight. It's like
I am the opposite. Your least favorite thing is my favorite thing.
Which is crazy because Jeff is like a fat tub of goo now. So it's like, wow.
No, I'm not. It's all just in one little area.
Yeah, the tub part.
You better believe I'd suck it in.
I bet you would.
I walk up to the door, man. One, please.
Did you say one, please? Jeff thinks you need a ticket to get into gay bars. One, Jeff, please.
It's like a roller coaster ride. All right.
Like one.
They go. We got room for. Is there any groups of 4? All right. Let's see. What, Kendall? What's the best and worst memory from elementary school?
Oh,
Give me a high and a low.
I got bullied a lot in elementary.
Oh
for
no!
sure. I was a pretty like being gay in a small town like is a form of fame. Like I really thought that I was like kind of like people. I would like walk around and people just knew stuff about me. You know, everyone was always talking about me, and I just sort of internalized that as like, wow, I guess I must be important.
People's parents are taking pictures of you.
People are so obsessed with me. Yeah. Yeah, but there was always like whisper, and I was like a real, like very like a space cadet as a kid. I remember my first, my kindergarten, first grade, and second grade teachers, all independently of each other, solemnly sat my parents down and were like, "We have bad news. He's deaf."
And you were so spacey they thought you couldn't hear.
I would just be staring out the window and they'd be like, Kendall, Kendall, Kendall. And my parents had to just like explain it, like they're like, no, he hears you. He just doesn't deign to respond.
Listen, sorry. No, our son is an asshole.
No, he's not deaf. He's just rude. I guess my favorite memories of like elementary school would be like growing up in Vermont, like being outside a lot. So I was like a little like Steve Irwin, aspiring like Steve Irwin. So I used to.
Oh yeah, were there rivers out there?
You want to hang at a river?
Yes, there were rivers.
Well, yeah, you want to be close to those.
I got in trouble at school once for bringing a snake in from the playground, and I put it inside the metal desk, and I was just sort of watching it wiggle around in there.
That's pretty cool.
I got yelled at for that. That was kind of a fun memory. In terms of being like bullied, like this wasn't elementary school. This was middle school. But people have stories about like, oh, we all get bullied, but they ran over me with a 4-wheeler.
Wait, what?
That's some hillbilly justice.
Real ran over me with an ATV. I know everyone gets called names. They ran me over with like a 4,000-pound vehicle. Did
you get like fucked up?
Yeah, what happened?
They told me to ride on the front of this 4-wheeler, and I knew something was up, but I wasn't gonna be like a bitch about it. So I fucking got on the front of this 4-wheeler. We hit the first bump, and he was like intentionally trying to hit a bump. I fall off. It rolls over me. I think as I'm like laying there, they started to realize that they had gone too far.
Oh yeah, and you're running people over.
Although none of them offered to help me get back up, I did get back up, and I got back on that 4-wheeler. On the back of it.
You got back on?
I got back on.
Nothing was mangled, huh?
I was never gonna let them see me sweat. I just kind of got up and I was like, what happened there? And then
I got run over.
On. Partly because I didn't want them to see me sweat or cry. Mm-hmm. Partly because I also didn't want to walk back to where we were going. So it was pride and laziness at the same time.
A perfect combo, really.
Yeah.
I'll tell you guys this, Kendall, this reminded me, you were talking about putting that snake in your desk.
Oh, yeah.
You know what a sick move I used to do was? I would catch a frog before we would go out to the bar, and I would put a frog in my hat, and then I would show people the frog, and they would lose their minds at bars.
Yeah, I feel like the frog probably died most of the time, right?
Well, one frog got out, and I think it got squished on the dance floor. But other than that, I would keep the frog all night in my hat.
And then you would release it? Or
yeah, I'd release it back into the grass when we left the bar. But people would love that I had a frog.
I'm sure. Someone slipped on a dead frog. Oh, this is the frog hat guy.
Yeah, someone broke their tailbone because they slipped on a frog.
Man, these are two hillbilly stories. Frog hat and ATV getting run over.
Wait, Tim, how big was the town that you grew up in?
I grew up in Indianapolis. It had 1 million people.
Oh, okay. I grew up in a town of like less than 2,000 people. It was.
Did you?
How did you find a frog in Indianapolis?
They're just there. They're just in the grass
Around?
sometimes. Yeah.
Oh, huh.
Indianapolis is like a suburb of it's really spread out. So it's not like a big city, you know, it's kind of suburby in parts.
Yeah, I've only flown in there. I've never stayed.
It's a big old suburb.
Yeah, we had a creek in our backyard, so sometimes there would be frogs back there, but you just get frogs. You just get frogs sometimes.
Yeah. I think Kendall, you had how many people in your town?
Less than 2,000.
Tiny little town.
Jeff, how many did you have? Like 18, 19 people?
No, I had more than that.
You had more than 2,000?
You're from Michigan, right, Jeff?
Yeah.
Yeah.
North of Detroit.
North of Detroit. Okay, yeah.
Yeah, I had like 300 in my graduating class.
Oh.
Yeah. My class was small too.
Very large school district.
My town only had an elementary school. We did not have a middle or a high school, so we had to get like bused to the big city of Brattleboro.
Where the ATVs are even bigger.
Yeah, so it was it was a small town. There was not much to do besides like catch snakes and stuff. I was happy to do it.
All right, let's see. Kendall, if you could be any kind of dog, what kind of dog would you be?
Oh.
Ooh. Well, I hate Chihuahuas, so not that one.
What? You hate Chihuahuas?
Yeah, they're mean and they're loud and they're aggressive. But not him. He's great. That one's so cute.
Kendall, do not walk it back.
It's adorable.
Do not walk it back. Lucy is an asshole that will bite your feet.
No.
I used to dog walk and I had to fire a couple of Chihuahuas because they wouldn't stop biting me when I was trying to feed them.
Oh yeah, they do that.
I'm not getting bit every day for like $15 by your shitty dog.
But it's out of love.
I would pee like maybe like I don't know, like a husky. They're known for being like they have long fur and they're loud.
Mm-hmm. They're sassy too.
Yeah, you'd go husky?
Yeah, I could probably go husky. Yeah. They
wouldn't date a husky, but wants to be one. Unbelievable.
A+ stuff there, Jeff.
Put that on my fucking tombstone.
A fun husky. All right. I'd be a little Chihuahua because they're perfect.
They're perfect. Absolutely.
They are not perfect. Lucy's a dickhead.
She only bites you if you move too fast.
Okay.
Just be slow.
She is cute, but she's a dick.
I guess I'm talking a lot of shit about Chihuahuas for somebody who has a cat. Like, they're also like not known for being super friendly.
Yeah, but they'll snuggle with you. If they attach to you, they'll be super friendly.
Yeah, my cat finally is like getting more attached. He finally like lets me, hold him and stuff. It took like so long, but
it takes a while. And
he doesn't he's not good with like guests though.
Dude,
if I have a guy over, he'll watch from like the corner.
Oh, really? What Toe does when we have people over, she sits in the middle of everyone to let them know that it's her house. Like some cats run away. She sits in the middle and then people walk by her and she growls at them.
She growls? I've never heard Toe growl.
There's got to be more than 7 people in the house, but she'll get fucking all pissed off.
Yeah.
It's to the point where one time she tried to bite me and I'm like, bitch, I feed your ass. Do not be playing games like this right now.
Oh, Lucy bit my dad when he was over here.
Was your dad moving too quick?
He was kicking the ball for the other dog, Birdie. And Lucy didn't like his feet moving too fast. Gave him the what's for.
That's right. Don't be kicking balls in my house, you son of a bitch.
That's right. I don't care where you're from.
Jeff, your dad was on one at the wedding. Guy was a ball of charisma.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
Oh, shit.
Yeah, multiple people were like, your dad's great.
Jeff's dad's awesome.
Yeah, and then my mom was like, I'm trying to get him out of here. He's a drunk celebrity.
I couldn't even tell that he was drunk. Maybe that's because I had drank so many myself. But
Oh yeah, so I had to kick you out of the bar at the end.
well, I'm sorry. I'm trying to spend my time with my married friend Jeff.
I wasn't even in there anymore. I was outside.
Well, I was hanging out with Graham mostly.
You, Graham, and Bobby. I'd like, all right, boys, leave.
I mean, Bobby was fucked up.
Bobby
yeah,
Yes.
Bobby Kendall. He immediately had taken his shirt off and was just in a tank top.
He was wearing a wife beater. He looked like an Italian slumlord.
Yeah, he did. Just hairy shoulders, and my parents were like, "Who is that guy?" He's like, "That's Bobby." I don't know.
He's delivering sandwiches, and then he's got to go.
Immediately shirtless.
There's a drunken Bobby at every single wedding, and somebody's got to fill that role.
That's true.
That's true. He did.
And Tommy wasn't there to pop his top, so we needed Bobby to do it.
Yeah, someone always needs to take their shirt off immediately. Let's see, Kendall. What was your favorite Christmas?
That's such a gay question. Favorite Christmas?
We want to know. What was your
My
favorite Christmas?
I don't know.
Jeff loves asking about damn holidays.
Yeah. You've had so many Christmases.
Like an even more ridiculous one, like the first Christmas when Jesus was born. How about that?
Oh, here we go.
How about
Thank
that?
you.
All right. Lost sight of the meaning of Christmas. No, it was probably like an iPod or something in high school.
No, I want your Rosebud story.
Christmas. Well, when I was a kid, it was like there was a neighbor who would dress up as Santa, and he would walk around the neighborhood so that like the neighborhood kids could see him. And then my parents would be like, "Oh no, shit, Santa's here. You better go and pretend to be asleep, otherwise he's not coming."
Oh wow, that's fun. That's
Were you
like
guys told that Santa wouldn't come if you didn't go to bed.
Yes, they told if they said it, you have to go to bed or Santa's not going to come to the house.
Yeah, I know.
Mm-hmm. We would have the you have the little Santa thing on the news.
Yeah,
they go, he's starting to enter the East Coast.
Yes, the Santa tracker thing. Yeah,
mm-hmm.
Yeah.
My dad would always go. He goes, "Oh, looks like Santa's going to skip Indiana this year." He'd say,
oh, no.
And then we'd wake up in the morning and there'd be nothing under the tree. He goes, "Told you."
Oh, and your dad has to tell you he's unemployed.
Yeah, I'm just kidding. I'm kidding. That never happened.
So you had a fun Santa neighbor that would walk around.
Yeah, he had like a very like professional looking costume. I really bought it.
But you saw him walking around. Your parents were like, "Oh, there he is. Go to bed right now."
Yeah.
You could never meet him or
it's
nothing.
Like behind a tree.
Yeah, we always had nice Christmases, I guess. Like, I'm trying to think of like the best gift I ever got.
Oh yeah, what was your best gift? Oh, I love time traveling. Your first Slinky.
I mean, the iPod was pretty cool.
Oh, you go, an iPod.
Got me that. Like, it was like the first year that they came out, and
I
didn't even ask for one.
Whoa!
He wanted an iPod, and he gave and he gave it to me. And I'm sure he was using it when I wasn't home or whatever.
Wow,
it's still pretty sick.
I thought it was a pretty sick gift. Absolutely.
Early iPod. Micah was talking about that the other day. She's like, "Man, early iPod. What?" She was like, "What a product."
It was a big deal back then.
Yeah. You could click with the wheel. It was heavy.
I mean, before the iPod, like the thing I had before that was like an enormous like boombox that I got from like Circuit City.
Oh no!
I had my
and you were bullied.
I know. You would think they would have been nicer to somebody who had a boombox.
I had my no skip Discman that I would run with in wrestling practice.
Yeah.
And brother, let me tell you this. It would skip.
Oh no, it skipped on you.
I never had one of those. I had like a CD player, which was also very exciting at the time.
I didn't know skip.
So
we had a Santa neighbor. He got an iPod. Big. What year is this? What year are we talking?
I don't know. When did
97? 2000?
iPod come out?
Yeah, Jeff, like what the hell? 97?
What year did the iPod come out?
Like 2002, 2003.
Probably. It would have been during the Bush years.
2003?
2005, maybe 2006.
Yeah.
How old am I?
I don't know. Look it up.
Say 2003, I guess.
I'm gonna guess 2003.
Make sure this court stenographer gets that right.
Yeah, I feel like 2003's got a good because that was Bush times.
This is pretty crazy.
What?
So the towers had just fallen.
Oh yeah.
And then a month later, they released the iPod October 23rd to build us back up as a nation.
2001.
October 23rd, 2001.
Wow.
That was the first iteration of the iPod, so.
Interesting. 2001. Kendall had the best Christmas after the towers fell.
Wow, Kendall, very selfish of you. We cried around my tree.
Yeah. A lot of kids lost their Christmases that year.
Yeah. Kendall's blaring music in his headphones, drowning out their cries.
I couldn't hear the towers falling over the sound of Britney Spears. Ooh, baby.
Oh my God. Pete Davidson was in tears.
Yeah.
I know.
Oh God. All right. Didn't know we were talking to a monster. Speaking of fathers, what about this one here? What's something your father did that you'll never forget?
I don't know if I can say this without Child Protective Services.
Could be good or bad. Good or bad.
It's all right. You're an adult now, so you can say whatever.
Okay, wait. What's the question again?
Something your father did that you'll never forget.
We would go. I mean, he would take me camping once a year, just the two of us.
Oh, a nice
That was really
trip.
because we didn't get along very well the rest of the year. So we really had to make some memories during these like 3-day weekends. Because for the rest of the year, we were not really good buddies.
Interesting. And you're anti-homesteading and camping, it sounds like.
I like camping. I just wouldn't want to live at a campsite for more than like a couple of days.
Sure, yeah. All right.
My dad brought home a kitten once when he found on the side of the highway, and we kept that cat for 20 years.
Oh, wow. Highway cat.
Yeah, highway kitty. That was memorable.
All right, we got two strong ones here, and it sounds like there's a dark one in there somewhere, but he'll keep it to himself.
Yeah.
My dad. Here's a pretty cool one. For years of promising me that he would absolutely not be helping me get a car when I got my license. Hell no. He was telling me that for like 5 years in advance, and he was like, "You better start saving up now because I'm not helping you with a car." And then on my 16th birthday, he like gave me his old car.
Oh wow, that's really cool.
That's cool.
All right.
That's pretty cool.
What kind of car?
Yeah, what kind of car?
It was a great car, actually. It was a black Jeep Grand Cherokee.
Oh wow, that is a good car.
That I learned to drive in.
Wow.
Okay, that is a nice car. Great. A Jeep, good for camping too.
It wasn't totally out of the. I think a part of it was definitely that like someone was going to have to drive me to school, and he would rather it be me than him.
Yeah.
So that was definitely, it was a practical thing, but it was also like, that's pretty nice. I mean, most people don't get a car on their 16th birthday. That's pretty lucky.
Yeah.
I think I did.
You did?
Yeah, I think so. Tim, did you?
Look at us.
Well, I got my grandpa's 89 Cadillac DeVille.
Whoa.
So it sat there unused for like 10 years before I got it.
Yeah.
It was sick. It was beat the fuck up, and I loved it.
I'm sure you did.
If I ever get any fucking cash, I'm getting another one.
Everybody needs a good beater when they're in their teens so that you can scratch it up as much as you need while you're still learning to drive.
Oh, yeah. I put mine into a ditch, and then I had to borrow my dad's car, and then the next day I put that into a ditch.
Well, they got all these ditches everywhere. How are you not supposed to drive into them?
They were slippery. The roads are slick, There are ditches.
Funny. He was probably like, well, I mean, he's not going to get in 2 crashes in 2 days. Lightning doesn't strike the same place twice.
Oh, yeah.
And I'm trying to tell everybody, I'm like, why are we putting our mailboxes so close to the street? Makes it really hard for me to hit about 11 of them.
Yeah, he couldn't believe it. So he's like, "You did it again?" I was like, "Yeah, I did it again." So let's see. Dad took you on a camping trip. What's up?
Did you get hurt?
No.
Good.
No, I wasn't going too fast. I just slid into it.
Oh,
I think the first one I might have nodded off and fell asleep.
yeah. Were you driving late at night or something?
No, it's just I get very sleepy around 3 p.m., when the sun's
Oh,
real
yeah.
warm.
It's
Fair.
tough. This is a tough
Yeah.
time.
Yeah. You start doing a little bob. I remember bobbing. And then
Yeah.
next thing I know, I remember a lot of water hitting the windshield.
Yeah. One of the hardest drives I've ever had is I woke up and I had a headache. So I took some Advil and then I had to drive 3 hours. But I took 2 Advil PM.
Oh,
And
shit.
so I woke up and then I was like, the entire time I was like forcing myself to be awake.
Do that thing where you like slap yourself in the face to stay awake.
I roll the window all the way down, like because it was the winter
Yeah.
time, so I rolled the window all the way down, and the cold air just blasted me in the face.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Drank some speed metal on the radio.
That's right.
Yeah, I get sleepy all the time driving.
No.
Let's see. Kendall, did you go to prom?
Oh,
Yeah, we did.
Yes.
That's
How was
something else,
that?
though.
How
I
was
think
your prom?
we called it like I forget. It was like something else, but it was basically a prom. It was it was I went with this girl who asked me,
She asked
and
you.
oh,
yeah, her name was, can I say her name? Like you guys can just bleep it. She's not gonna, she's like married now. It's been like 13 years. Her name was Kira Toomray. She
wow,
asked
Ted
me.
named her.
She was pretty. I didn't really know, like understand that she was trying to hit. I thought like I was confused, but I
hit.
yes.
She was trying to get up on that D, Kendall.
Oh my God.
I think she might have been. I think she might have been. She asked me to get pizza one time with her, and I did. And I was like, "Yeah, I'll get pizza with anybody. Why not?" You know. And so
Oh yeah.
then it was like
Pizza with
like,
you.
it dawned on me. It did not. I just like described like what we got pizza. We came back. I was talking to my other friends about it, and they were like, I think she thought that was a date. I was like, no, we were just getting pizza, and she asked me to prom.
So you went to prom with her?
Yeah, it went right over my head. I was like deeply oblivious. It didn't occur to me that like I was a very, very late bloomer. So when I was like 16, I looked like a 13-year-old. Like I would not have occurred to me that anyone was trying to like fuck me at that point.
Oh my Lord.
So no one in your high school really knew that you were gay?
No, I mean, I don't think they had. I mean, there were some people who had strong opinions.
Some Tim
thought
types.
I was gay and let me know. Yeah, no, there were some people who were pretty openly speculative about it.
Sure, yeah. I mean, you got to do it openly,
Yeah.
The old rumor mill.
Yeah.
I'm invested in gay futures on Bully and Kendall.
Yeah, I refuse. Basically, I think like the early part of my coming out, like I refused to come out for a while because I just didn't want Brad to be right.
Oh yeah.
I'm gonna live in the closet for years just to never give Brad a W on the board. I was prepared to commit to the fit.
Fucking Brad, I knew it. Oh,
yeah. So it was fun. I remember I rented like a tux that fit horribly.
Oh, you had a big old
tux. Yeah, I went to pick it up the day of, and it was like it was enormous on me. I don't know, like they measured
like David Byrne.
They measured you for it, and he was like, "You're a waist 38 or something like that." And I was like, "That doesn't sound right."
That's insane.
And so he had like, I guess I would have been a waist 38 if I was wearing it and like wearing the pants like right below my tits, but because I wear my pants at like a normal place. Mm-hmm. This suit looked like a house on me, and I had to just wear. I think we had like, I probably had like one suit for like weddings and funerals. I think I probably just wore that.
Your giant suit. Did you give her a corsage?
I did. I gave her a corsage.
I love that.
And she gave me one of those boutonnieres.
Little boutonnieres?
Yeah. Nice. And then we danced like this.
Oh yeah.
You gotta leave space for the Holy Spirit, of course.
Yeah, you gotta put space in there.
Absolutely. Yeah. There was There was definitely no teacher that needed to pry us apart.
Did she try to grind on you by rubbing her little bum on your crotch?
All right.
They love doing
I don't
it.
think she did. She was like a pretty buttoned up kind of a gal. Like
Ugh.
our friendship was mostly based on like being the best students in like our math class or something like that. That was,
Jeff, kick him off.
I know, yeah.
Yeah.
Actually, are you guys getting
hell?
bored just from hearing about this?
What the hell? There's no way she was trying to hit.
I think she probably wanted to like make out or something like that. I don't know. It didn't work for her.
She's married now?
I think I saw like some sort of wedding album. She looks great. She looks happy. She's married some like finance bro. I think she's probably also in finance or something like that.
Hell yeah.
I hope he looks just like you.
He doesn't.
His wedding photo, he's got a giant suit on.
Yeah.
An homage. His wife's prom date with someone else.
This is what I always wanted.
Yeah. Big suit to fill.
Oh, yeah. Oh, big suit kid. Oh.
Did you guys go to prom?
I went to prom. I went to prom 2 years. The first year we went to the after prom that was put on by the school, like dorks.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, and they had a big 6 foot. They had like a bunch of those 6 foot Subway sandwiches, and I grabbed a piece. And the what's the thing? The toothpick, the toothpick that they stick in the middle to keep the sandwich together.
Oh, okay, you bit into it.
Toothpick.
It broke off in the middle of the sandwich, so when I took a bite, it got stuck in the top of my mouth.
Of course it did.
And I had to, and so it was stuck there, and everyone sees it, and my mouth's wide open, and there's a toothpick in there, and everyone's like, "Oh my god, what you got?" And I pull it out, blood starts pouring out of my mouth.
Just a walking accident.
Blood's pouring out of my mouth, and I turn to my dad. I go, "You want a kiss? You want a kiss after prom?" Blood all out of my mouth.
You're an idiot. God.
You could have gone down on her and not even noticed if she was on her period.
Oh, Kendall,
right.
no.
No, it would have been great. It would have been great. That's how.
Oh my god.
That's how you have to get a blood transfusion later, but it would have been good.
Ew.
That same thing happened to me like a week or two ago. I had eaten a sandwich that had a toothpick in it, and I went to crumple up like the wrapper that it was in, forgetting that the toothpick was in there, and I kind of did it like this, like quickly, and it went right in like pretty far.
Yeah.
Everyone just started panicking right away. Had to rip it out and just kind of be like, "It's fine, I'm fine."
It sucks in the middle of your hand too, because then every time you grab something, it hurts for like a week.
Hurt, yeah, and it was like pretty. I've never had something like a toothpick that far inside of my like flesh before like that.
Oh, no more toothpicks for you two.
Yeah.
My prom was fine and nothing wrong with it. I was a senior and I took a freshman.
Yeah.
All right.
And she felt like she had to do whatever Jeff told her.
Small town.
It was a small town. There were no other girls except the one freshman that Jeff had to take.
Super tiny town. Incredibly tiny.
Did you get any action, Jeff?
Oh my God, Kendall. Who knows? Next question.
He did. She felt forced to do it.
I feel like he would tell us if the answer was yes.
Oh, you better believe it.
Ew.
Let's see here. What's the worst job you ever had?
I would say retail for sure. Like I hated working. I used to work at a Nordstrom Rack when I was like 20 or something like that.
Oh, I bet you look nice though.
No, you're thinking of regular Nordstrom. Nordstrom Rack's
like Target.
It's like a Target or a TJ Maxx. It's like a Marshalls basically.
Well, I think it's nicer than that.
It's not. I've done the investigation, and it's the same price point. It's the same stuff, and I hated that job. My boss was a fucking dick. She was always trying to like push us to like open credit card accounts, and I'm like, if you're shopping at Nordstrom Rack, like you don't need to be in debt,
right?
And I had like an ethical issue with it, so I never did it. But the other reason I didn't want to do it is because the incentive is if we signed up enough people. Instead of money, she would let us take a candy bar out of a jar from the back of the store. And I was very much already stealing from that jar anyway, so I didn't really.
Wow.
The
A free
customers
a
are
free candy
so
bar.
annoying. If you've ever worked retail, you know there's going to be somebody who's like, "Can you just check in the back?" And I'm like, "I have a list of everything we have in the back on this machine right here."
Mm-hmm.
They're like, "But can you just go check?" I would just go back there and try on shoes for like 20 minutes
Yeah, that's what I would do.
and then
I
come
worked
back.
at Circuit
I
City.
looked everywhere.
What
Yeah,
are you trying on
sucks.
shoes for at Circuit City? You guys
Well, I would go in the back and I wouldn't do anything.
Yeah.
They would put me in the baby shoes department because that's like the worst department to be in because
They're
kids
never
over
worn.
there, they just make a mess.
Sad
And
aside.
one day, just for the fuck of it, I was like, what if for shits and giggles, I like tried hard at work? And so just for the hell of it, I like organized the whole baby shoes area by like size and color. It took like an hour. It was a masterpiece.
Mm-hmm.
Moments later, some fucking crumb crunching little dipshit kid comes along and just goes like this, la 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 la.
Oh no!
The entire display over, and then the kid starts to pick them up, and the mom's like, "That's okay, sweetie. They pay people to do that." And that was the last time I ever tried hard at that job. I was like, "This is a pointless task." And some tasks are not worth doing. Like if people want their baby shoes, they can pick through this weird bin.
That's something I would say.
Yeah. They're shoes for a baby. They don't matter. Just pick one.
Yeah. No, I would say, they get paid to do this. They like doing it.
So rude. If you've ever said that, like you're a monster.
Man.
And you're a monster. And I hope your car flips over later today.
No.
Right into a ditch, flipped over, Jeff.
Not again.
Absolutely.
Actually, I interviewed at Nordstrom. Years and years ago.
A regular one or like?
It was in California when I tried to move to LA years ago. Didn't get the job because they asked me what my favorite brands were. And I said, I love Dolus and Gabbana.
Ah!
Jeff. You said Dolus and Gabbana?
I didn't know what it was called.
My brother once, do you know the brand Lacoste? It has like a fun alligator on it.
Mm-hmm.
And I remember one time my brother's like not into fashion and he came to visit me. And this was like shortly after we were both out of high school, I would say. And he saw me in like a Lacoste shirt that I had probably like stolen from Nordstrom Rack or something. And he's like, "Oh, I didn't know you were a Florida Gators fan." I was like, like I would have told you that I was gay. And waited several more years after that to reveal that I've been a huge Gators fan. Like,
I like that. I think you should be a gay Florida Gators fan.
Yes. We can change the name to the GAYTORS.
Hey,
I like that.
You'd be on all the TVs. Like, there's the biggest fan.
Yeah.
You have your wraparound Oakleys.
I guess
love them.
Job. It wasn't as bad, but working at the hotel I worked at a hotel for a while because if you work for Hilton, you can stay at any Hilton brand hotel for the employee rate, which is like $40 a night.
Yeah, it's a good deal.
So I took that job because that meant like I could go travel anywhere. And as long as I made $50 at the show, I could break even.
Oh,
that was a good job for that reason. But the actual experience of like working the front desk at a hotel can be kind of soul crushing. Like people are in a bad mood from traveling.
Yeah.
And they're mean to you. And the pay was terrible. And I was also stealing probably a felony amount of chocolate from the hotel.
More candy bars?
They had these like fancy Vermont ones too.
Wow.
Always after the candy
like $8 for these candy bars, and I was just ripping them every second I got.
Man, I'll tell you this. I did Dr. Grin's recently, they put you up in the Holiday Inn that's right downtown. The staff at the front desk at the Holiday Inn in Grand Rapids is incredible. They're like in a good way? Yeah, they're like in an
This is an
incredible
endorsement.
mood the entire time. Like you walk into these hotels and sometimes they'll be like, "Yeah, hello, can I help you?"
That was me.
Mhm.
That was me who checked you in that time, Tim.
Yeah. But
every
these
time, every time somebody would show up, I would just be like, "What the fuck is it now?" You know?
how
They're
many
like, "I need to get
goddamn
into my
keys do you
room," and
need?
I'm like, "All right."
I like that.
Yeah.
I like that attitude. All right, last question, Kendall.
Yeah.
Look at this. We flew through.
What an episode it's been.
Look at this. Didn't have to pull teeth or nothing.
Do you usually have to?
Sometimes you got to pull teeth. Some of these people are a
If your
little
name
guarded.
is fucking
Really?
Dan Yang.
Dan Yang was like pulling teeth. Yeah, some people are a lot of them. They always also go, "Oh, I don't know, actually." You know.
Yeah.
You give me an answer right away. Like this one, I didn't even get to it. But let's do it real quick. Favorite Looney Tunes character?
Oh, Bugs Bunny. Of course.
Bugs
wow.
Bunny. Wow.
I'm a Daffy Duck guy.
I feel like Bugs Bunny is every queer children love him because he's constantly in drag.
That's true.
Yeah.
And he gets you into the the opera Carmen. Didn't he do Carmen or?
Oh
or
yeah,
did he
something
do
like that. They would do some elaborate ones,
the Barber of Seville?
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
Funny. He was crafty. He was funny. He was
I never liked Bugs.
Yeah,
No,
straight guys
who
like us like Daffy Duck.
We're the duck. We're the duck guys. Yeah. Bugs was too smarmy. We're like, what does he think he knows so much?
I love the Elmer Fudd episodes with Bugs.
Yeah. Yeah, Fudd's good. Personal favorite, actually, Speedy Gonzalez.
Oh, okay, fair enough.
And I like Slowpoke Rodriguez, of course.
Yeah.
Very funny.
I liked Wile E. Coyote a lot too.
Yeah,
sure.
Wiley's good.
Oh yeah.
Jeff's collecting glasses of all of the Looney Tunes characters.
Mm-hmm.
That's why I asked.
Yeah. I got 5 or 6 so far. Let's see. Last question. What stand-ups got you into comedy?
Who are your guys?
Ooh, that's a good question. Honestly, I just liked watching Comedy Central on Friday nights when I was growing up in the 90s, early 2000s, because they would do back-to-back Comedy Central presents for all night. And my parents would usually have been out on a Friday night. And so I could kind of get away with watching things that maybe they wouldn't have wanted me to watch if they had been home. But so yeah, I would say Comedy Central presents. But honestly, the Blue Collar Comedy Tour.
What?
I was very into Larry the Cable Guy and Jeff Foxworthy and Bill Engvall. And
whoa.
If you got run over by an ATV because you're
Absolutely.
gay, you might be a redneck.
Yeah. You're sitting on the front of an ATV. Here's your sign.
I didn't have distinguishing taste. I just if there was somebody telling jokes into a microphone, I was into it.
All right.
Once I got older though, Tina Fey and Amy Poehler and Margaret Cho and Wanda Sykes.
Oh, of course. Oh, and then it all happened.
Yeah.
We need to get you back to your blue collar roots.
I know.
Yeah. We need to get Kendall in some fucking overalls. Big piece of hay sticking out of his mouth.
Yeah, right. Talking about the Florida Gators.
I have a picture of me dressed as Larry the Cable Guy. I did a shtick or treat in Vermont as Larry the Cable Guy.
Really?
Did you? That's hilarious.
Yeah, I got a flannel shirt and ripped the arms off of it.
Oh,
that's awesome.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Come back to us.
I know. Yeah. Maybe I'll do
us. Well, I'm Tater Salad. Of
Sarah
course.
Silverman yet? Sarah Silverman was definitely a big one for me.
Oh yeah.
Jesus' Magic. That blew my mind.
Was that the one with the little baby diamond bones?
Oh no,
tail bones.
Oh yeah.
I always remember that. That was very funny.
I definitely remember it as her saying people say Jews killed Jesus, and she's like, "Fuck it, I do it again." I hear his Birkenstocks clacking this way.
I saw it in theaters, and when she said Martin Luther King, I was like, you can say stuff like that. Then I went around and shoved people.
Yeah.
Where she says, my boyfriend says my vagina smells like a peach tree dish.
That's great. That's a great joke.
All right, Kendall.
Definitely, yeah.
All right, blue collar. I love that. I think it's our first blue collar answer.
Yeah.
Maybe.
Bugs Bunny, solid. You answered the question. Nordstrom Rack, old. All right, good stuff here.
I can't wait till we
Mulan was
get our
right.
next white gay comedian on and they say the kings of comedy.
Kendall, I'm going to give you a solid 8.5.
Wow, good
thank you.
score.
8.5. You nailed it. I love that you got ran over by an ATV.
I know.
love
And then you
that?
still
I
get to-
love that.
Is that why you deducted a point and a half?
Well, if you would have showed up Monday, you would have gotten a full 10, Kendall.
Oh no.
Oh.
You're dead, dude. You're dead.
I'll send you your 20s.
Yeah.
Just 20 for you and Mike.
Mike is gonna kill you. All right, Kendall, where can people find you? What do you anything to get coming up?
They can just find me on like Instagram at Kendall Farrell, TikTok Kendall Farrell, Twitter. It's all Kendall Farrell. I'll post there when I've got something exciting coming up.
Great, love it. Tim, where you?
Well, I got no dates really, but you can follow me at hot_comic69. You can listen to the Great Hank podcast, of course. And we have extra episodes on Patreon at patreon.com/toughquestions, where you can submit your own tough question that we have to ask on the show.
All right, great. And I'm always at New York Jeffrey. Goodbye.
All right.
Bye.